Morgan, and today I'm excited to show you some antique books. So my dad ended up going to like an antique mall, and he thought of me, and he saw some antique books there, and he bought them for me and brought them home, and I am very excited to just look through these and eventually read them. But this video is just going to be me looking through the books. So first of all, he got Polly by Mead, and I really love like the contrast of the gold against the like dark red cover. I think it's very pretty. Like, this looks quite vibrant for being rather old now. The bottom, it's a little bit difficult to see who the publisher is because it's kind of partially rubbed off. And then there is some cursive writing right when I open up the book. It says, Jo Ruth from, it might say Fern, I'm not really sure. I'm not the greatest at reading some of the cursive letters. November 17th, 1911. So it's really cool to see how this message has survived for over a century. Oh, and then there's this beautiful illustration here, or technically that might be like a wood print, but it's beautiful. It says, Helen seated herself on the window ledge while the children gathered around her, page 92. I'm going to see if I can try and find a copyright date on this. I'm not seeing one in here, but we do know that it is from 1911 or earlier. But this is just beautiful. Like, how do I put this? It's still, the text is still like in very good condition. There's hardly any markings in this. Like, there isn't a lot of like, even just looking through the pages, there aren't a lot of stains. And sometimes old books will also have this thing called like foxing, which tends to make them like discolored and stuff. And this book is still like, it looks hardly red. It's in beautiful condition. And yeah, it looks beautiful. And then at the back, there's like also a list of other books and stuff. So it's really, this is beautiful. This is gonna be so much fun to read. Next, my dad got me, it's called Grace Harlow's Junior Year at High School by Jessie Graham Flower, AM. And it is published by Goldsmith. This book feels like very lightweight / hollow, and I'm like wondering, like, this just feels off somehow. Like, it doesn't feel as heavy as I'd expect a book to be. So that makes me wonder, like, what is the difference with this? Like, what type of paper is this made from? Wow. Like, it's very, like, it's yellowed too quite a bit, but it's evenly yellowed. Grace Harlow's Junior Year at High School by Jessie Graham Flower, AM, the Goldsmith Publishing Company, Chicago. Does this have a... Okay, manufactured in the United States of America, contents. I'm not seeing a... I'm not seeing a copyright date on this, so I will have to try and see if I can do some more research on this online. But it definitely, it's an interesting book because it feels very lightweight. I want to know more about like the history and manufacturing of this. Oh, and like just like the text, it's so even. It looks kind of, it's pretty, and I love like the serif fonts. I love serif fonts. Like, one of my favorite fonts is like Times New Roman. It looks so neat. And okay. On the back, we do have like an inscription written in pencil that says Dorothy I think it's a last name, like Parrett, in 2 parts. Christmas 1943, 12 years. Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. I feel sad that this book ended up at like an antique mall because this clearly was like a sentimental, a cherished thing at one point in time. Like, it was like clearly gifted with love, but at the same time, it's like it doesn't look very well loved either. Like, looks barely handled. Really the only sign that it's old to me is that it's yellowed-ish. Oh wait, I really can't read this at all. There's some extremely faint markings like on the front page in a green like pencil that I really can't make out. I just see the like very, very faint green marks. So yeah, this is beautiful. I'd love to know more of the history about this, and I'd have to actually look for that online. Oh my gosh. This is the Bobbsey Twins on the Deep Blue Sea, and it's by Laura Lee Hope, and it was published by Grossup and Dunlap Company. And this is, oh my gosh, I love the illustration. It's quite, how I describe it, I would say it's like faded. It looks very dark. Like I would expect it to be a bit more vibrant originally, so I'm thinking it's aged a little bit. But it's so cute. It's so wholesome. And yeah, it's a picture of like a little girl and a little boy, and the little boy is handing the girl like a flower, and it's just so cute. Oh wow, this one, like this front part feels a little bit loose, so I'm gonna have to be very careful when I'm handling this book. Oh, and then here on the front there's like this beautiful illustration. Oh, this book is so cool. I wonder how many illustrations it's gonna end up having. The Bobbsey Twins and the Deep Blue Sea. And does this have a... Okay, this one is copyright 1918, so this will be one that I could potentially read on my YouTube channel at a later date. And then there's a list of other books by Laura Lee Hope, which is really, really cool. Oh my gosh, this is just, aw. Like, this is so wholesome. Oh, here's, just a moment. Like, here's another image. Oh my gosh, the ship gave a lurch and Bert lost his balance. Oh my gosh, like the facial expressions of the kids in this like image, like they look so shocked. So this is gonna be such a fun book to read. And then he also bought me the Bobbsey Twins at Snow Lodge, and this one looks like very well loved. For instance, there's tape holding together the back cover to the book. There's a lot of like crackling on the front illustration, and it's of, this time it's of a girl handing a little boy like a thing of flowers. This one also has some stains here, so this was very well loved, I'm gonna say that. I'm trying to figure out, like, why is this not opening? And then I realized, okay, it's tape here. It's not just that something's mysteriously sticking it together. It's that there's actually tape there. So there's another list of books by Laura Lee Hope. So the fact that there's tape here suggests to me that this was a very well-loved, very frequently opened book. Then here's a beautiful, like, illustration. Oh, this one is a little bit, like, difficult to... Okay. Yeah. Oh, this one was copyright 1913. This one's a little bit difficult to get to some of the pages on just because of the tape on the covers. This one is definitely a more well-loved book, which I suggest, like, that suggests to me that this must be a good story if it was frequently read. Oh my gosh, and I love this isn't all, don't throw away the wrapper. Use it as a handy catalog of the books you want someday to have. But in case you do mislay it, write to the publisher for a complete catalog. When they say the wrapper, what I'm kind of wondering is, okay, so some of the older books came with like a dust cover that would have a list of other books by the publisher on the back of it, and I can try and include like an image of one of those somewhere, because I think the Matherson Marriage came with a dust cover like that. But this book has like a list of additional books at the back of it, So I think I love this sort of thing because it shows like, okay, what other books were available at that time, what other books were people reading and stuff. And I don't know, I think it's like an interesting time capsule into like a culture of days gone by. So yeah, I am very excited by these four books, and I'm excited to eventually read them someday down the line. So yeah, thank you for checking out this video where I look at some antique books, and thank you very much to my dad for buying these for me. So yeah, I hope you all are having a great day. Bye!